Oh my gosh, the heavens have blessed us. The guy mowing the lawn across the street finally stopped. Welcome back to the Lockwood Chronicles. My name is Larissa, and today we are going to be doing a reset. Not only a monthly reset, but a quarterly reset. So we're gonna be yapping quite a bit. Grab yourself a beverage, grab your planner, or put this on when you're on the treadmill or like cooking or something, just to keep you company. And let's just chat about the quarter, about the month of June, and then plan for quarter 3 and prep for July. Oh, this year is going by. I know it, I say it every year, every month, every week, but it really is just going so quickly. And that's why we plan, so we don't miss out on any fun things and let life pass us by. Plus, I'm really type A and I really love planning things. Let's talk about June first. I keep wanting to say quarter. No, just of June. Get it together. Take another drink. Turn your brain on. We can do this. Where was I? Oh yeah, my Taylor Swift song of June was Call It What You Want. Tarot card of June was the reverse Two of Crystals. And, and this was, if you are feeling overwhelmed with everything you have to do, take a step back and make a plan. This could mean the proper management of finances, responsibilities, or commitments. A need to balance work, love, play, health, and spirituality. The entire month of June, I was extremely feeling overwhelmed, and I tried to like make a plan. I think I just had to work through some of my own stuff and let go of things that I can't control and have to be okay with that, but also go in with caution with certain other things in life. I also utilized my do not disturb. I have like a personal one where people can still get a hold of me if they need to call me or text me, but all of my social media, I don't have any. My plan was to just separate myself from that and use that screen as much as possible this month until it felt better. My highlights for June was my Asheville trip. It was a solo trip. I had a really great time. It wasn't supposed to be a solo trip. I'm okay that it was. I am sad that it was though. And that's where I think a lot of my anxious and overwhelm came from, is because like I've been really trying to connect better with my friends. While I had a great time by myself and I am really happy that I went and got to do things on my own time, there's pros and cons for going on a friend trip and a solo trip, but I just really wanted a friend trip. So that was unfortunate, but I loved Asheville. I thought it was really great. It was also a place that I had considered moving to. Now that I have been there, I don't think it won't be a place that I move to. Driving really was not my favorite there. Mainly because it is in the mountainous range. Roads are very narrow, and all I could think about is like the winter would be disastrous because it's already terrifying driving in this now. But it is so beautiful. I loved all the mountains and the hiking. The Biltmore Estate was beautiful. The waterfall hikes were amazing. Check out that vlog. But I'm confident that it is a place that I'm okay with not living at. And I'm happy I went to see a beautiful place to like go hiking for sure. Definitely recommend. There are so many trails and parks around. Everybody was so kind and so nice. It's an older community too, so there's a lot of retired people, which is probably why I fit in there so well. In retired people. I went to the Minnesota Zoo with 4 of my other friends, my women's volleyball team. It was really nice. And again, this goes back to me trying to deepen my connections and be better about being a better friend. We should get together soon. And then it's always just like a thing that's said and not executed. Whereas I was like, I have a bucket list. If you guys want to do this with me, let's do it. We're going to the Minnesota Zoo. It was so much fun. I was feeling really anxious that whole weekend too. And just being around other girls. And I am an extrovert, so it was really important for me to like get that time with people and connect with people. We had one nice weekend where I got to go to the lake. It was a heat advisory weekend, but it was sunny. The beach was beautiful and the water was warm. Perfect time to go to the beach, but June has been really gloomy, rainy, and cold. It was nice to finally take advantage of what felt like summer weather. My monthly goals. Oh no, you guys, my monthly goals suffered this month. It was not a good month for goals. Friend activities, I accomplished. I wanted to hang out with my friends and I did that. I wanted to get my mile time under 10 minutes. I didn't run at all. No running was had this month. It rained every single day. Every day that I was going to go for a run, it rained. And if it wasn't raining when I got home, I would take my little 20-minute nap after work and I'd wake up and it would be downpouring. Or I would get ready to go for a run and all of a sudden rain clouds would come out of nowhere. I'm not running in the rain. I'm not doing it. I'm not that serious about it. My walking pad was still the most used item. And to go along with that, I don't know if the mini triathlon is going to happen this year. There is construction on the loop. There's a real possibility that it's not going to happen this year. I didn't take a single Poshmark picture. Subscribers, I wanted to hit 900 on this channel and I did not. It is a bummer. I feel like this year has been the least amount of growth that my channel has seen since its inception, which I do this for fun. It is nice to hit those little mini goals. And summer, I feel like, is even slower for my growth. So we'll see how that goes. I also wanted to do kind of like a financial overview. June was a horrible month financially. Went over my budget by like $550. There was just a lot of unexpected costs, plus me having to pay double of what I was expecting from the Asheville trip. I was trying to beef up my like envelope and hub buffers. My envelope is like my everyday costs, like groceries, gas, all of that. And my hub buffers is more of like my bills and where my paycheck goes through before it distributes out. That's why it's called a hub, because I think of like a train hub or a train station or a bus hub. A month or two buffer in each of those. And with the unexpected costs, it didn't do anything. Last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to learn how to change my own car filters. I forgot that it is a very easy process. I've never done it. I've seen it done like on TikTok and YouTube and stuff. And people are like, don't pay for them to change your filters when it's so easy, especially the cab filter. I need to start doing that. That is stupid amount of money for a filter that does not cost hardly anything. Another thing that I'm going to implement as far as trips go, more budget-friendly trips especially. I want to make sure that in the future, if I'm having a friend trip, I'm going to at least invite 4 people. And if somebody bails, it's not that big of a deal. And slash, if I am taking a trip with one other person for sure, I want to save up enough money that covers the entire trip in case that happens again. I've learned that mistake. You never know what can happen too. Like what if somebody got sick and was unable to attend? If not the full trip, at least 3/4 of it. To go off, it wasn't even an expensive trip. I feel like I travel pretty well on a budget. I'm trying to say it delicately because I don't want to come off as snappy, but it was something that affected my financial progress and I just want to make sure nobody else has that issue moving forward. I want you to learn from my mistakes. So that's moving forward. Whew. All right, Q2. I had the reverse 3 of Wands, which that meant a time to acknowledge where your talents and skills truly lie. Do not be discouraged if your plans fail at first. If you find a sense of balance and organize yourself accordingly, you will be able to get back on track. Remember to focus on your own goals before giving in to the needs of others. What do you envision for your future? I think this is my first time reading it back. Since I put it in this little slot. That's wow. Okay. Yep, that was very fitting for Q2. Wow. Okay. Cool. Moving on, Q2 goals. I did fairly well with the Q2. At least one out of all of my categories. My personal category, I wanted to complete my sophomore year scrapbook and I did that. I'm really happy about it. And then I wanted to take a Carolinas trip and I went to Asheville, North Carolina. And then in my health category, I wanted to start my triathlon training, the sprint triathlon training, and I did. Did I continue? No, because it started raining. I did start in Q2. I am proud of myself for that. I did not attend any candlelight yoga. I want to make it a priority, but like again, the thought of me leaving the house after 7:30 as well as spending $20, $25 for a class, I couldn't get myself to do it. Financial goals. I wanted to hit a milestone for my emergency fund and I did. I'm really proud of myself for that. I am beefing up this emergency fund. I'm trying to get 3 months worth in there and I'm just under 2 months. Like I'm so close to that 2 month and I should be able to hit it by the end of the year. Then the other goal in my financial category is I wanted to start selling my clothing on Poshmark. We know I haven't done that. Social, like friend wise, I wanted to do pickleball meetups with my friends and I didn't. I went to open pickleball play, which was great, but I never knew if I was going to be able to go with all the rain that was happening. I feel like I barely played pickleball at all this quarter, and that made me really sad. I did want to do 3 activities or hangouts with my friends, and I definitely succeeded in that. I didn't have any goals in career. As far as this channel, I wanted to hit 900 subscribers. I didn't, obviously. We saw that in the June. And then I wanted to do weekly Instagram posts, which your girl did. Quarter 3 we'll start talking about. I'm really excited for quarter 3. The tarot card that I pulled. Oh my gosh. My quarter 3 and my July tarot cards. Good things to come, guys. Quarter 3, I pulled the 10 of crystals. Can you see that? She's pretty, and as soon as I pulled it, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's not a reverse card. Me and reverse cards, I get them so much. My energy's been so off this year. Me pulling an upright card, wow. And not only that, but pulling the 10 of crystals. This is a card of stability and completion. After all of your hard work, you will experience a state of financial security and lasting abundance. You have built a strong foundation upon which you can rest and reap the benefits of everything you have worked towards. It is an indication of many blessings with your home, family, and future endeavors. Take this time to experience the freedom you have created for yourself. Enjoy life's simple pleasures, but don't forget to be generous with the knowledge or wealth you have gained. Yeah, really good vibes that for this quarter. I'm really stoked about this. Moving on to quarter 3 goals. I want to complete my junior year scrapbook as well as like work on my Poshmark stuff. I have bins I need to take care of or take pictures of. So even if I just do a bin a month, as far as health, I want to do 12 yoga sessions. It can be at a class, it can be here in my home, set aside 1 time a week, and that will be my yoga day. I need to just start treating my yoga sessions, if I'm doing them by myself, as an actual class. I also really want to work on getting an optimal sleep score. I don't have it yet, but I bit the bullet and I finally ordered an Oura ring. Yes, it was a financial commitment, and I just got done saying like, I've just spent so much money last month, and this was definitely a want more than a need. I want to take a closer look at my health. I just want to make sure that I have trackable data. Sleep has always been something I've struggled with. It was a tough call, but I have been wanting an Oura ring for like 2 or 3 years now, and I've just never bit the bullet. I also convinced my boss to get one too. I was telling her about it. She's like, oh yeah. And then I get a message from her and she's like, I'm getting one. I am getting older, and having that data, especially like with my family has a history of heart problems. And actually my family has a really long history of many, many health issues. But whether that is more lifestyle than hereditary, I don't know. Financial, I want to hit the next little baby step in my emergency fund. Working on those envelope and hub buffers, I am considering, if I get my butt in gear and actually start posting things on Poshmark and selling stuff off, that will help. Just do it, Larissa. And then I have been considering donating plasma again. I'm not afraid of needles. It is something that I can provide easily. Life just got busy and I haven't been in over a year or 2. So I have been considering that just because it is a really easy way for me to create some income for not a lot of time. I think weekly would be a better route for me than twice a week. Even though you go twice a week, you get way more money. So that's something I'm thinking about moving forward. But ideally, I would just start selling all my Poshmark stuff and getting that out of my life. Social wise, so like friends and stuff, I want to do 4 friend dates. Still checking things off of my summer bucket list and just doing activities with my friends. Oh, and that's the other one, is getting my summer bucket list. It has been really rainy here. I'm really hoping quarter 3 and July especially will be better weather. And a lot of my summer bucket list is things to do outside and enjoying the summer weather in the Midwest. Midwest summers are amazing. That is the thing that sucked me back into staying here instead of moving out to Utah. And going off of that friendship, I was listening to Grace Beverly's podcast, Working Hard. I love her. And I love, especially when she does solo episodes. One of her episodes was about the catch-up friend. This day and age really struggle with building those long-term, deeper emotional connections. And I know that I've stated this in many a times that I really struggle with forming those deep connections with people. I've come to realize, and that's why I've been like stressing it so much. I've always been that way. I'm a very out of sight, out of mind person, that I don't make time or like go out of my way to make those plans. And yeah, I've always been really bad at staying in touch with people. And I have friends that are absolutely phenomenal with it. I envy them. Annie, you're definitely one of them. And anyway, going back to the podcast, it was about the ketchup friend. We all have them too, but I feel like I am a lot of people's ketchup friends, and I feel like I have slotted myself into that ketchup friend category. And that's just the friend that you text every once in a while and be like, oh, let's catch up. Or like when you meet up, it's a catch up session. There's not being new memories created. There's not that emotional intimacy happening. You're not doing an activity and don't get me wrong, those catch up moments are important to see what's happening in your life, but if it's every single time and you're wanting to create those new experiences and connections, doing the catch up friend thing is not going to help cultivate that. If you're constantly just being like, oh, let's catch up and yap about what's going on in your life, and you're like, bye, see you later. I highly recommend listening to that episode because it really did give me food for thought on that. I really resonated with that because maybe people don't think that about me, but I definitely think that about myself, is that I am the catch-up friend. I am the person that people are like, oh, let's get together and catch up. And I'm like, yes, let's do it. But then I walk away and I'm like, I don't feel like we didn't move our relationship forward. That's why I've been doing a lot more of those activities with my friends, because I want to create memories with people. And it's going to be difficult when people are in different phases of life. Career-wise, I want to start teaching group fitness again. I either need to start subbing or I just need to start applying at other facilities. That is a big part of who I am, and the fact that I haven't taught in like a year is really sad. As far as this channel, again, I've been really growing very slowly this year. So I'm going to set my goal at 950 subscribers for the quarter. And we'll see if we hit it. I don't know if we will, honestly. And then I would like to start posting book talk content on TikTok and maybe Instagram Reels, probably. And I would at least like to make 3 posts this quarter. I don't know if I want to do like a reading vlog or just talk about books, or I don't know. Because right now my book talk is not anything related to books. It's Taylor Swift. I threw on my triathlon training there and I review snacks that I buy. It's not anything book talk related. July, I'm really, really excited about, especially if we have better weather. I know I talk about the weather all the time, guys, but like it's part of the culture in the Midwest, especially Minnesota, where you can experience all 4 seasons in one day. My Taylor Swift song for July is A Place in This World from Debut. Debut is so slept on. Go back and listen to it. It is just phenomenal. Just the artistry that she had at such a young age. The lyric, especially for A Place in This World, is the opening. It's feeling lucky today, got the sunshine. Could you tell me what more do I need? And tomorrow's just a mystery. And I'm just a girl trying to find a place in this world. I am literally just a girl. As for the tarot card of July, we got another upright card. And this month, another really good one was the Ace of Cups. Here it is in all its glory. She's gorgeous. She's beautiful. Oh, and I dropped her. The Ace of Cups is a celebratory card. It indicates a time of new beginnings and relationships that leave you feeling energized and giddy. This could mean new romance or deeply rooted connections with others. It is a powerful force that regards the emergence of universal love and the cosmic ties you share with soul families and friends. Your psychic awareness may also be heightened at this time, allowing you to see beyond the veil of the 3D world. This ace also identifies the strength and reinforcement of your own identity, self-esteem, and personal convictions. It is an overall wisdom that leads to spiritual growth and illumination. A wonderful period to explore new avenues of self-expression and creativity, which will raise your vibration to a whole new level. What a card, especially what I just got done talking about with trying to make deeper connections with people. This was such a beautiful card for this month. I am very lucky right now. Let's talk about my monthly goals. Again, breaking down kind of my quarter into months. So I want to do yoga 4 times, so weekly. That would be great. If I do more, amazing. If I do less, just 4 times. I'm not even going to limit it to like weekly. If I do twice in one week and then none the following week, that'll be a bummer. But if I do it 4 times in the month, doesn't matter. Succeeded. You make those small wins and you make them achievable. And I would like to take pictures of one of the bins in my closet for Poshmark. And I would like to sub 1 group fitness class. There's not a step class at the facility that's near me. I was the only one, and then I got cut because the time of the class was just not beneficial. But there is a location in a different city that I can sub at. Is just I have to get the approval from my boss to like go over there and apply for other gyms for group fitness, preferably at a 24-hour gym. As far as this channel, I would like to hit 910 subscribers. We'll see. And I would like to go to a baseball game. That is part of my summer bucket list. And I love sports games. Like, I love them. And I love live sports games. Going to a baseball game in person is so much more fun than watching it on TV. This last one's really bad. I'm a clean person, but my car is absolutely disgusting in the sense it's organized. It's beautiful. But my driver's side and my passenger side, absolute nasty. It is disgusting. I just like haven't vacuumed it in a long time, and I need to power wash it now because all of the sand and dirt and salt from winter, summer is just like caked on there. I thankfully have WeatherTech mats, but I haven't cleaned it. I need to dust. I need to deep clean my car. The place that I normally take it to get detailed no longer exists. So I need to make a trip up to my parents to power wash my WeatherTech mats because they're disgusting. Here's what happens. I'm in sand volleyball in the spring, summer, and I'm like, ugh, I don't want to clean my car because it's just going to get sand tracked in there, which is valid. But then I get to like fall, winter when it starts to snow and gets really icy, and I'm like, ugh, I don't want to clean my car now because it's just going to get salt from the roads on there. And then it's the same cycle. I can't tell you the last time I cleaned my car. We are going to do that. I do need to go up to my parents to like visit my parents and my grandma and see Levi. They have a better vacuum and they also have the power washer. And I already stated what my financial plan is for this month, kind of. I'm doing the minimum savings rates, going back to saving for all of my savings buckets. So that's anticipated money that I need to save for. That's not all at once or like monthly or anything. So like my annual subscriptions, my continuing education or like any license or certifications, my travel bucket, housing bucket, my home bucket for like decor. I also want to save like my moving costs. I will eventually have to move out of this place at some point in my life. My vehicle bucket. I definitely always put aside a big chunk of money that goes to my car for saving for a new car, as well as any maintenance, oil changes, tires, all of that. So I went through and did a whole plan on what the minimum save rates. Quarter one, I was doing percentages because I have variable income. That worked for a chunk of time, but then I wasn't making significant progress in my envelope and hub buffers, and that is like priority for me. And then quarter two, like I said, I stopped putting money into those buckets besides like my vehicle and emergency. We didn't save anything in quarter two for that. And now I'm just going to go back to like my original plan of like my minimum save, and anything extra will go towards my envelope or hub buffer. I think that'll be the route we'll take for quarter three. We'll see how it goes. Also, I'm not expecting the best paycheck in July. I took a week off in June. That will affect my July paycheck. What else do I need to talk about? I am also going back on my planner game. I have not done well about my planner, and I was so happy that I was doing like all these monthly little spreads and stuff, but I'm lazy when it comes to that. I do so much better when I write things down and actually utilize my planner. Things I'm looking forward to in July, which this video is coming out afterwards, so it'll already be done. I am going out to Montana to visit Sam again, and I'm really, really excited. I miss her so much, and I went out there last year, so go check out that vlog. There's like a festival that happens downtown. Then we're gonna do some hiking. We unfortunately did not get passes to Glacier. We might try to do the lottery system, but I'm just going over for a weekend. It's gonna be a really short trip. I fly out that Thursday night, and then I'll be there Friday, Saturday, and I'll fly back Sunday morning. I will most likely be vlogging that unless Sam says,
I hate you. I don't want you to remember any of this.
I'm still so happy I vlogged our Colorado trip. I wish I was a better vlogger back then. I wish I would have had this camera back then. That was honestly the best trip. I would love to go camping and hiking with her again. She's just the best. Sam is amazing. Is there anything that you guys are looking forward to in July or this quarter? I think we are officially planned for quarter three and July. Feel free to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any future videos, more bookish content. If you like this video, I would really appreciate it. And with that being said, respect others, respect yourself, and do something amazing with your day. Thanks, bye.